You're listening to Life with Herpes, and this is episode 14. Hello and welcome to the Life with Herpes show. I'm your host, Alexandra Harbushka, and this is one of my favorite sections. It is the hashtag Ask Alexandra section. So it is the opportunity for you to send in your questions and ask me so that I can so that we can learn together. I can answer them, and if I don't know the answer, I'll find the expert or do what I need to do to find the answer so that we all can grow and learn and understand how to live with this little thing called herpes. So if you have a question, please send them in. I would love to hear your question. Go to lifewithherpes.com. On the homepage, there is an Ask Alexandra section. Go right there, submit your question. You can submit a couple questions, and I would absolutely love to answer them. So go on ahead and do that. Also, have you joined the Facebook group? No? Okay. So go on ahead over. When you're over there submitting your question on lifewithherpes.com, you can also join the Facebook group. It is super duper uber secret. Nobody will know but you, me, and the other people in the group that you have herpes. So it is private, it is secret, and it is safe for us to communicate and talk and ask questions and talk about the podcast or whatever is going on in your life right now. So head on over to Life with Herpes and do that. Okay, so today's question comes from Nick from St. Louis. So what's up, Nick from St. Louis? I've not been to St. Louis. No. You know what? I have, Nick. I went to St. Louis, Missouri. I did. I drove there actually from New York City with my dog, my standard poodle, Ruby Rose, who is still with us. So I did that drive. So Ruby Rose and I have been to St. Louis. But anyways, Nick, thank you for submitting the question. And your question is, can I pass it to myself? Which is an awesome question. And the short answer is yes. Yes, you can pass it to yourself. So again, we know that this virus is spread skin to skin. It's also spread through semen, vaginal liquids, and saliva. Most commonly, it is skin to skin, and most commonly, it is passed without an outbreak. But when there is an outbreak, and you do have the lesions, and you do have the liquid, the blisters, kind of it's not pus, but it's like the gooey liquid in there. I know you know what I'm talking about. That liquid is filled with viruses. It is like the most potent of potent when you have the outbreak. So what you want to make sure is when you touch an open sore, doesn't matter where it is, if it's oral or genital, when you touch it, which first of all, you want to do everything you can to avoid touching it, because then you're not contaminating anything. But I do know there's times when you need to touch it, whether you are cleaning it, whether you're in the shower washing, whether you're brushing your teeth, whatever it is, or out of habit, if it's on your mouth, you accidentally touch your lips. I know what happens. So first, avoid touching it. If you do touch the sore, you want to make sure you wash your hands immediately. You want to go wash your hands with warm water, use soap, and I like to sing happy birthday in your head, because when you sing happy birthday, that is 20 seconds, and that sudsing and that amount of time will kill all the bacteria and viruses on your hands. Another thing to look at is your fingernails. Ladies, if you have long fingernails, I do. We get lots of gook in there, and you just want to make sure that you get that out. So Nick, this was a really, really great question. So what can happen? So you think, okay, I'm already infected with this. Well, how can I infect myself? Well, the thing is it can pass to other areas. So for example, it likes wet, moist areas, right? So if you have it genitally and let's say you touch the sore and then touch your mouth, then you can pass it to your mouth. You can also pass it to somebody who is an uninfected person who does not have herpes by, again, touching your sore and not washing your hands, and then you go shake your hands with somebody. That's another way to pass it. If you have an open cut somewhere on your body and you touch the herpes and touch the open cut, well, there's an area for it to enter into the skin. So I like to think of it this way: is this virus is a pretty strong virus. If you look at Darwinism and survival of the fittest, or whatever you want to say, the theory of evolution. If this was a difficult virus to pass, we wouldn't have it this far along in our evolution, right? So this virus has been around since the day man has walked on the planet Earth, which means that it is very good at passing and it wants to stay alive. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, great question, because we should be washing our hands regardless. If we have an outbreak, we should be washing our hands all the time before we eat and things like that, and not touching our mouth and our face and open areas, rubbing our eyes. But I know I do it. I'm sure you do it. But just be very conscious about washing your hands. Be conscious about, when you're in the shower, let's say, and you have an outbreak and you're cleaning the area as you should, and, you got to get soap in there and clean it. Maybe don't then, wash your face right after, or go, make sure after you clean, let's say, your genital area, you put soap and water on your hands in the shower. I'm sure you can hear me doing this in front of the microphone, but wash your hands. Definitely get it clean. Does that answer your question? All right, Nick. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you, or sending in your question. I loved it. It was great. I saw it and was like, yes, I need to do this right away. And then, guys, have you downloaded the ebook I have? It is free. I love it. I use it. I reference it. It is the 9 seldomly used but incredibly powerful over-the-counter herpes remedies. Go to lifewithherpes.com, download it, read it, reference it, put it in your back pocket, pull it out when and if you have an outbreak. All right, I'll see you soon, and thanks so much for tuning in. Oh, wait, and don't forget, submit your questions. Go to lifewithherpes.com, the Ask Alexandra little button, click on it, submit your questions. Be like Nick, be cool. All right, bye.